Hi there, my beautiful Taurians. Welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here today, guys. We are doing your you versus them reading, okay? The next 120 being a 5-day period in hours, all right? Guys, what I normally sense with these readings is that you'll notice the shift in changes of energy when you see this reading have already taken place 5 days prior to you seeing this, okay? This reading is for a 5-day period. However, I also feel as though this actually lingers for a further 5 days afterwards, okay? So, Taurus, this is a general read, guys. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Alrighty. This is for the collective. What I normally do is I read you on this side, your person on this side. However, if this side over here resonates more so with you, then take these messages over here as yours and leave this as your person's. However, both are actually quite interchangeable, so you can flip it, switch it, do whatever you need to do to allow this to fit your situation. However, do not force it. Now, Taurus, what I'm also sensing is that, you know, you guys have actually been through quite a lot with this person. And what I also want to put out there is that you guys, for those of you who are new to this channel, please make sure to like, share and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future readings or messages guided towards you. Alrighty, and for those of you already part of the family, thank you all so much for your love and your support. Beautiful. Thank you. One more, please. One more. Alrighty. Now, on the bottom of the deck, I am going to show you this because I've only done this for one of the other signs, but this card under the deck is Between Worlds. So this is saying that maybe, you know, you guys are at a bit of an indecision right now as to where this is going with this person, which is why I sensed straight off the bat that this might be something, you know, that you guys have been kind of working for, kind of a thing here. However, we will see what the tarot has to say for you about this, guys. Alrighty. So as I mentioned, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, please. It is impossible for this to actually resonate with 110% of you. Guys, you've got fire energy straight off the bat. You've got Cancerian energy, air energy here. Alrighty, more air energy. And your earth energy, that being you, I feel, Taurians, okay? On your person's side, we have air energy. We have water energy. Strong Capricorn, more air, and more earth. Alrighty, so let's get the outcome. Thank you. Perfect. And on the bottom of the deck. So I feel as though there could definitely be some form of distance between the two of you. Okay, it could be overseas, another state, something like that. With the World, this does indicate some form of trouble here as the overall energy. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, what I'm sensing though is that this person in one way or another actually makes you feel complete and whole. However, what I'm also sensing is that this could be quite successful if somebody makes a few changes here within their lives. Now, on your side here, Taurus, we have playfulness. So to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine and passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So Wands energy, fire energy is all about that passion, that flair, that flirtation here. Now I feel as though this could very much so either be a karmic partner or a twin flame situation here. We haven't read the full story. However, your energy is that this person makes you feel as though there's no place like home. So this person feels like home to you, which actually could be quite a codependent energy, which has shown up here with the Capricorn energy of the Devil, Taurians. Now, what I'm sensing is that you may be codependent on this person in some way, shape or form, and you're wanting to move away from this codependency here. More traveling energy here, guys, so do keep that in mind. It could be emotional distance, it could be physical distance, but I do see you overcoming these difficulties in one way or another. Alrighty, you are going to need to rebuild that strength within your own mind here and use that will to progress forward, to move on in this relationship, to be able to move forward. You are needing to regain control of this situation here, guys, okay? Like I said, use your mind, use that logic. Help yourselves out of the current mind space that you have or that you're in at this point in time that's maybe causing you anxiety, depression, an anxious state here. I feel as though some of you might be feeling a little bit of despair right now. I'm sensing an overactive mind, which is telling me that, you know, you guys are really thinking about this situation. All you're wanting is balance within this relationship. All you're wanting is balance within this relationship because you feel as though this person could be the one. Alrighty. Now, on your person's side, we have children. So your love life is being affected by children and true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Now, what they have in terms of their energy here is card number 11 by the book. Okay. So 1 and 1 is 2, and 2 is all about balance, guys. Okay, which you've received and we've received down here also. Now, this is telling me that your person is trying to do everything by the book here. Okay, they're not releasing their control to you or to the situation. They're very much so hell-bent on making either this work or making a relationship, you know, with their children work. And maybe they're actually getting a little bit off balance here when it comes to acknowledging and realizing that this relationship here with you is actually true love. Alrighty, guys, what I sense is that they've definitely got their guards up here. They built this little wall around themselves. I feel as though they may be facing some form of defeat, which could have to do with an ex-partner that they might have children with. Alrighty, I feel as though they're very disappointed within a certain situation where children have been brought into this. Okay, I also feel as though this person's looking to end this energy that's surrounding them at this point in time so they can finally reverse these energies and offer you guys love, okay? They're not able to right now acknowledge that this is actually true love here and that this is a romance of a lifetime with you, Taurus, just because they may be dealing with their own children. The Page of Cups also indicates children, younger energies, things like that. I feel as though someone from their past is being quite toxic towards them here. Alrighty, I feel as though someone within this situation, whether it be you, Taurus, or your person, is dealing with a karmic partner. I feel as though there may be some form of codependency for some of you out there with this person, and you are needing to release that energy here to reignite that passion, that flair, that playfulness, that flirtation between the two of you. I definitely feel as though this person has very much so been betrayed in their past. However, they are trying to overcome these energies here. They are very much so trying to let go of their past to be able to come forward towards you, to let go of the reins here of, you know, this by the book energy, because they realize that they're going to lose you, Taurus, if they don't. They are holding on to something very, very tightly here when it comes to a relationship between the two of you, so do bear that in mind. However, what I am sensing here is that this person knows that this could definitely be the romance of a lifetime, true love, a soulmate connection here even for some of you, okay, but is very much so conflicted by their own heart and head spaces at this point. This could also be you, Taurus, being conflicted with your own head and heart, and trying to cause some form of conflict with this person just because, you know, you don't know if this person's going to stick around because maybe they do have children with their past or ex-lover, and, you know, you're done with the whole waiting thing. And what I'm sensing here, guys, is that you have quite a few 2s here and quite a few 4s on the ground, which tells me that, you know, you are looking for that grounded energy. You are looking for some form of accord and security, guys. What I'm sensing is that this person and yourself also, you know, are constantly awake at night thinking of how can we better this? How can we move this forward? How can we do this? How do we overcome this together so we can be one, so we can be content, whole, complete, so we can achieve what it is that we want to achieve out of this relationship. So I feel as though the both of you are actually quite on the same path here, so do keep that in mind. I do see this person constantly thinking about you and you of them, Taurus, so it is a good sign. However, what I'm feeling is that, you know, this person has something to deal with when it comes to a past situation where there may be children involved. Alrighty, so Taurus, I am going to love you and leave you with that. I do hope this resonates. I am sending you all lots of light and love.